Hello and welcome to today's reflection. Today I am going to share with you a couple of sections of Ecclesiastes chapter 8. Ecclesiastes 8 is the set reading for today. And Ecclesiastes, I think, is one of my favourite books in the Bible. I love the challenge and the pondering and the wondering that goes on in this book. It's believed to be written by King Solomon, King David's son, so thousands of years ago. And in it, King Solomon is trying to work out why nature responds the way it does, why people respond the way they do. And I think he just keeps drawing a blank. He cannot understand that he cannot control how people respond and behave, and how the world behaves, and how nature and creation behaves. And I wonder if part of it is frustration. He is this amazing king, and yet there are still so many things that he has no power over. So I'm going to read to you Ecclesiastes 8, verse 6 through to verse 9, and then I'm going to read Ecclesiastes 8, verse 15 to the end. And it says this, so verse 6, "For every matter has its time and way, although the troubles of mortals lie heavy upon them. Indeed, they do not know what is to be, for who can tell them how it will be? No one has power over the wind to restrain the wind, or power over the day of death. There is no discharge from the battle, nor does wickedness deliver those who practice it. All this I observed, applying my mind to all that is done under the sun. While one person exercises authority over another, to the other's hurt." And then he goes on, he has a think, and he goes on, and his outcome of why the wicked suffer, or why the wicked seem to do well and the righteous suffer, he comments in verse 15, "So I commend enjoyment, for there is nothing better for people under the sun than to eat and drink and enjoy themselves, for this will go with them in their toil through the days of life that God gives them under the sun. When I applied my mind to know wisdom, and to see the business that is done on earth, how one eyes see sleep neither day nor night, then I saw all the work of God, that no one can find out what is happening under the sun. However much they may toil in seeking, they will not find it out. Even though those who are wise claim to know, they cannot find it out." And I think this is a long-standing truth, isn't it? This mystery of God. No one can really understand what is happening or why it's happening. And that's part of our faith journey, I think, is that we have to trust and we have to hope. And I think we're currently, as a nation, as a world, we're going through a time of just not quite understanding. But we have to trust, and we have to hold out, and we have to place our hope in the God who is in control of all things. And although we think we're very wise, and we have scientists, and we've got lots of medical knowledge behind us, it's still the same truths that remain, that we don't understand what's happening. Who can predict where the wind will blow? Who can predict their hour of death? We do not know. And just like we woke up to snow the other day, we kind of knew it was coming, but then it didn't come, and then it did come. There's lots of things in life that we like to predict and like to think we know, but in reality, we have to just trust and hope in our God. So my challenge today, I think, is to eat and drink and to find enjoyment, even if it's not perhaps in the crowds of people we might like to be alongside, but also to trust in the God who does have that ultimate power and that knowledge that we can only hope for and try and aspire towards.